If you're about to enter a memory competition, you might want to listen to what I've got to say. Hi, I'm Tansel, 4-time Australian memory champion, international best-selling author, and your memory coach. And today, I want to look at memory competitions and what you can do to win one. So let's get started. Now, winning memory competitions is very difficult, I must say. It took me 6 years to even win one. And in those 6 years, I came second 4 times. I think I came like last once or third the other time. So it's very, very difficult. Even with the most preparation, even with the best scores, you can still end up losing. So what are some things that you need to know in order to win a competition, but also not to worry too much about your scores, even though that's what you're aiming for. Now, the number one thing I believe in memory competitions that is most important is your comfort level. Now, many people are looking at this going, what do you mean comfort level? What's that? Isn't it just techniques and how fast you go and how effective you memorize? Well, here's the thing. If you're comfortable, if you're relaxed and you're memorizing, chances are you're going to connect with your brain, you're going to remember a lot better because you're relaxed. If you're tense, if you're stressed, if you're trying too hard and pushing yourself, that could fire back at you as well. Now, I'm not talking about effort. Effort is different. This is trying too hard. It's pushing yourself. You don't want to push yourself too hard because that can, like I said, fire back. What you want to do is you want to focus on what you can do. For example, connect 2 things together or 4 things together, or however you're memorizing, making sure the process actually works really well. So for example, if you're memorizing 2 words and a word is something like television and chair, well, you want to make sure you've got a good story together within the time frame that you have. So if you're trying to remember that within 2 seconds, what makes that into a memorable story, right? So it's analyzing how you're memorizing rather than worrying about the score, because if you do that correctly, if you do the connection correctly, your score will get better and better. If you worry about the score all the time, then guess what's going to happen? Because you're focused so much on the score, you're pushing yourself harder and harder to get a higher score, then your connection is going to suffer. And memory competition is really a connection competition. It's actually a recall competition. You know, no one was really looking at how you memorize stuff. It's recall. So in order to make amazing recall, we need to have amazing memorization process. It's not so much about, this person's got this 4-digit system or they've got a 2-card system. Yes, it does make things easier, but if you're still not connecting real strong, you're not going to even compete amongst people that are just brand new and learning a basic system. In fact, you can do really well just learning like a 1-image system, say for cards, and you'll do a lot better than people with 2-image systems. Why? Because there's less work. So you got more practice to put in. Whereas something like a bend system where you memorize 2 cards per image, then what's going to happen is you're going to spend a very long time trying to get that into your head. And then when the time training comes, you can still train obviously when you're learning it, but it's always going to be compromised unless you know that image really well. Focus on your connection, making better stories, and then you can work on speed after that. And speed is obviously the most important point in memory competitions because memorizing is great. Anyone can do it. What makes you a winner in memory competition is the speed. That doesn't necessarily come with trying harder. It comes with analyzing mistakes. Like I said, going back to what makes a strong story and moving along from there. So hopefully that's giving you an idea on what helps and what makes you win a competition. It's not the trying harder bit. In fact, when I won my competitions, I won the names event a number of times. How many times did I practice that? 0. So I never practiced that at all. Why? Because I was already training for connection in the other events. And just by training for connection, but being holistic about it, understanding that it's not just for numbers or cards, it's for everything else. And I get better and better at that, it's going to transfer into names. Does that mean I just don't train names? No, not at all. Training for names is actually good. But what you want to do is you want to grab a hold of the main things that you're doing and make sure you're doing that really well. So focus on the process rather than the goal. Because at the end of the day, I mentioned this in my other videos, you don't do the goal, you achieve a goal. And how do you achieve a goal? By doing the tasks needed. So what is the task here? Be relaxed. Enjoy the process. You don't want to get into memory training and struggle. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Yes, when I say struggle, I mean like stress and, worrying about your scores and stuff. Like, it's a game at the end of the day, right? You want to be able to enjoy the process, no matter what the score is, and make sure that you're connecting, like I said, with the effectiveness rather than just worry about speed. Once you have that, that's it. Then that's a really good base to go from. And anyone starting new in memory sports, I suggest obviously learning your memory palace, learning how to connect a lot stronger. So linking and association, what makes a powerful image, those. Once you've got that foundation, and you can find the video down below to those foundation skills, once you've got that, then you can start really enjoying playing around with memory training and looking at your scores, not in terms of a goal, but in terms of something that is a result of your awesome training. So look at it that way. So hopefully that advice has given you something to go by. I do realize the US competition had its qualifiers just recently. So for those people that are entering the competition, I wish them good luck. And also, if you watch this video, hopefully it does help you as well, because I have been in the competitions for a very long time and have won and broken many records. And what worked for me was just to relax and enjoy, because it is a fun game. We do love memory. That's why we're watching these videos, right? And if you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. And hopefully you've subscribed to the channel and liked it and shared it with others as well. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.